Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey, welcome to episode 2 of the Healing Police. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And what we do here is rate people on how healed they are. For example, 0, we call them tuis, totally unconscious. A tui is someone who has not done any work on themselves. They are unaware of their patterns. They get angry. They act like children as grown-ups. That's a total tui. Someone who doesn't have any awareness about the self. Someone who is 100% healed, that's someone, let's say, like Jesus. It's like probably there's no one on the planet. Maybe some people in India or who knows where, I don't know. I'm not 100% healed. So today, let's pay attention here to YouTube. So I decided to type childhood trauma and I'm gonna start scrolling and see what catches my attention. So I did Katie Morton the first episode. She got 35% healing. So it's pretty high score, I think. Dr. Allison Jackson. I want something fun. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Let's click.
Sometimes things happen to us as children. How do those childhood trauma symptoms surface for adults?
I like the intro. This guy seems that he knows what he's gonna be talking about. So let's keep watching. He gives seminars, wow. Live on
A
purpose.
couple of years ago, I had this fabulous opportunity to interview Hotness herself, Lena Green.
What? Did he just say had the chance to interview Hotness? What is Hotness? Like she's sexually appealing to him? Is that what he just said? And she's like, ha 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 ha. And this guy, oh well. Things just got awkward from the beginning. So this guy deserves a 10. We're having fun with this guy. What's his name? I need to know his name. His name is Nate. Nate scored at the beginning. He made us laugh. And then he's gonna interview Lena Green. Okay, let's see what they have to say.
On my podcast, and we've been associated through the National Speakers Association. We've just been friends for years.
Which you're, kind of
I totally know you. That's basically what he just said.
a big dog and no big deal.
And, well, we have fun.
Yes, we do.
In fact, you can contact us about that if you're curious. But we're here today to talk.
Look at her, he's like, what do you mean we have fun? What kind of fun? Naked fun? Oops.
Talk about something that's pretty serious.
Yes.
I have a deal in mind. So now he says, I want to talk to you something about it's really serious. So he's remembering. So he has a memory that somehow is surfacing right now. And she's holding the space. She's good. Look, she's looking at him. He's just totally in his story at this point.
You know that I'm a psychologist.
What? He's a psychologist and he was trying to contain himself. I still have all this emotional baggage inside of me. That's what he was doing. Let's keep watching.
Yes.
Lena, and I have worked through my whole career with people who have experienced some kind of trauma or abuse.
Alright, this is really good. Because to me what he just said is that all my life I have avoided myself and I have focused my attention on the problems of other people so I can learn about my own. Pretty good! I've become a psychologist and you can do that.
And sometimes, even as children, when they experience that trauma or abuse, there are symptoms that bubble up into their adult life or start to affect their relationship.
Like right now.
A lot of times there's some long-term effects.
Yeah.
And these symptoms can be very...
There can be some long-term effects like not looking at the person that you're talking to. So this person is avoiding connection, intimacy. He's just looking at the ground. Look at the woman is looking at him. Lena, you're doing a great job. Nate, we're not impressed with you, Nate, so far.
diverse, okay? Depression, suicidality, self-harm, relationship
He was trying to say something really bad. He wanted to say that, but then instead he decided to be political and say diverse. And then he goes on and say all the fucked up stuff.
conflicts. We can list a whole bunch of symptoms.
Yes. To controlling.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I don't have any problem. There's a whole
denial.
spectrum. Yeah.
All kinds of things. So
These people in denial. It's like, oh, we're just avoiding. Just like me, I become a psychologist. Which these are the masters of avoidance because they would rather focus on others. Oh man, Nate, you're doing a good job here. I'll give you, Nate, 5%. Let's give Nate 5% heal. You know, just because he has interest in healing. So he rose above being a TUI. So I thought he was gonna stay in TUI level. But no, he has some interest, so I'll give her 5%. She's being attentive. She's in the present moment actually. She's having a conversation with him and she keeps looking at him and this guy keeps focusing his attention either way at the floor or at the camera but not her. Which means that he doesn't want to connect with her. Ooh. He wants just to put up a show. And he's using her. Oh, do you see some manipulation going on there? Do you start seeing Nate's trauma right now? Let's keep watching.
as I was thinking about this particular title, Lita, and I invited you to come and join me here because you recently put out a post on Facebook.
Right?
Will you just share that story?
I don't like how indirect this dude is. Like, can you just fucking start talking about what you're gonna talk about? We're 1 minute and 42 minutes inside this video and we have not talked about the symptoms of childhood trauma. That's exactly in adulthood. That's the title of the YouTube video. And this dude has been he's trying to get into the zone. I think, okay, he has a crush on her. We all know it at this point. He's flirting. He may be single, I didn't see a ring, and he doesn't know how to invite this Lena out. He cannot be straightforward and say, Lena, I think you're beautiful and I want to take you out. But instead he's like, come to my podcast and we're gonna talk about so much fun we've had. And so he's just, I think he has a crush on her and that's why he's acting the way he is. Let's keep watching.
Very briefly.
Well, I'm known as hotness. I'm not known as trauma has happened.
Right.
I'm not known as anything bad's ever happened to me. In fact, usually people assume that nothing bad ever has happened. And I consider that an accomplishment.
See, she keeps talking and she keeps, look at this dude is just processing his repressed emotions are just coming. I like Nate.
Not a cover-up. I think that is something that I have worked very hard on me, that I don't want, hi, I'm Lita Green, this has happened to me, and
lead with
to not have second generational trauma.
And he's putting words in her mouth. Wow, Nate. This dude, I'm gonna put it at 2.5. This guy really needs to go back and do some emotion. Some communication, he needs to improve a little bit of communication and the emotional work. He should stop seeing clients and he should go to Lena and Lena should give him some coaching.
For my being a mom, being a wife, being a happy person, these are things that I will not allow my abuser to take from me. Mm-hmm. So in response...
She's speaking from personal experience right there, so let's put her at 20% now.
To the Me Too movement, in response to this great conversation we're having in society about consent, about what we should...
Finally, Nate could hold 5 seconds looking at her. And now, after 5 seconds, he's avoiding her again.
How we should be approaching not just men and women, but women can be abusers too.
His face is just... This dude is a ball of repressed trauma right there. If fucking anything that she's saying, he's not able to hold the space for himself. He's just... all these emotions are coming up and he's just... Nate, my friend, I'm gonna give you a fine right now. Let's give Nate some coupons to go to therapy, please. Everyone, hey, let's create a fundraiser so that Nate can go to therapy. This dude should not be giving advice. First, he has to get his own advice.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. It's not just, I've seen some anger that I'm like, I don't identify with that, and I have the right to speak about this.
He takes a deep breath and starts processing. Oh, fucking Nate.
Because when you look to a little girl or a little boy who's gone through this, and they...
She went to childhood for a moment because she got sad.
See this level of discord, this level of anger, you go, oh, it's never going to get better.
Oh, I know what it is happening now. Look at her hair. What were they doing before filming this video that maybe they were not supposed to do? You're at a conference. This is a hotel room, clearly. I think they just try to make babies before filming this. That's why her hair, that would explain why they are in this room. Her hair is kind of, it's kind of messy. Himself, well, maybe, now I'm leading you to start thinking what they were doing before. Hey, how much time we got? I don't want this to be over 10 minutes. I think we're just gonna watch like a couple more interactions and we're gonna give the final ratings to these two people. Nate, Lena, get ready for your final scores.
Always gonna be that bad, and I just felt, no.
That's part of the problem.
Right, it keeps the power in the abuser.
Right.
Or as I like to call the trespasser.
Okay.
Because they've gone somewhere they don't deserve or have any right to go.
Right.
And it gives them the power, it gives the experience the power.
Oh. Okay, she came down to 15%. No one can take away the power from you. Allow it. So she allows abusers to take power away from her. That sounds more like reality. Who gets into these relationships with the abuser that she's claiming that she's talking about? So she's playing a victim, so there's no victims. You allow it, you call that in, and these two, they're above TUI level. They've studied by the book, they have some life experiences, but I don't think that they have gone deep into their subconscious and actually repattern their childhood programming. So I'll give Nate 1.5% for Nate. Lena, I'll give her, let me see, 18%. She's 18% healed. If you agree with the scores, tell me if you agree or not, and I'll see you next time.
Are you listening?
All right, Nate and Lena, 1.5 and 18%. God, it's like, what do we have to do to get normal, average people, the average Joe, at least to 25%. I don't know. It's like therapists out there, man, you're doing a great job. Everyone else, fucking go to therapy, man. We need scholarships for therapy. Remember, free healing for everyone. Okay, goodbye.